Hello and welcome to a new series where I'm just going to go through all of the romances in Sunhaven, and today we have an exciting one, my preferred one. It is Donovan. So let's go on a date. Oh, we're saved. You're here, ready to go? Oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. Oh no. This might not be the coolest spot in Withergate, but it's one of my favorites. You can really feel the city here, you know what I mean? So what's the coolest spot in town? If you're asking me, I would say the club. It's hard to get into though. I've only seen the inside once when I decided to sneak in. I don't need a club to have fun. You've got the right idea. Look at us now. All we're doing is sitting around, and I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time. So tell me, because I need to know, aren't you bored in that human town? But why do we only get one option, huh? Sunhaven is a lot different from Withergate, but it's nice. Okay, that was a very wishy-washy answer. Hold on, wait a second. Every other time the Sunhaven topic has come up, we've been able to either be like, Sunhaven is the worst town I've ever seen, or be like, you know what, Sunhaven is my home. But this time, we just got a wishy-washy, which was, I guess it's fine. It's the farthest thing from Withergate, based on what I've seen. Hey, is it true you have a beach? We should throw a monster beach party. Yeah, that sounds like fun. It's been a while since I saw a beach with sunshine on it. I used to love running around and digging in the sand as a pup. It's weirdly easy talking to you. I don't just sit and chat too much, you know. I usually lose interest. There must be something special about you. Yeah, there is. Well, you're definitely one of the most fun people I've met here. Good thing too, because this place is getting a little stale. Maybe it has less to do with the place than the people. Oh, okay. It sounds like you have impossible standards. I don't like either of these, but I guess I'm going with the second one. That's a solid point. I never noticed how smart you are. I don't know why you never noticed that. That's a little insulting, but okay. I meant that like a good thing. Yeah, you're cover up for that insult, I guess. Oh shoot, I didn't realize how much time had passed. Yeah, I know how you feel. Sorry, I need to cut our date short. I have a meeting with one of the haberdasher's heads. I better get going. Oh, so this was a real date. Oh man, did I say date? I was hoping you would say it first. Well, whatever. I don't mind it. Thanks for a fun date. I'll see you, okay? That was fun. There you are, ready to head inside? I'm ready. So what do you think of my place? Is it the standard for modern living or what? Great observation. I didn't read it. Damn it. I'm kidding. It's obviously a sewer. Look, the rent is free and nobody can find me unless I want them to, so it really checks all my boxes. If you like it, then I like it. Wow, I was ready to have a full debate about the perks of living in the sewer. No, really, I prepared arguments and everything. I believe it. I know what you're thinking. I'll have to settle down in a proper home one day, blah blah blah. Sure. Sure, but I plan to avoid that day for as long as possible. What's wrong with settling down? I don't know, it's so normal. No one wants to live a normal life, right? When I think of being old and crusty, I imagine myself remembering the good times, the adventures. I want to be sure I have plenty to think about when I get gray around the muzzle. Maybe there are adventures in places you don't expect, or that's silly, you're worrying about nothing. Here's the thing about the dates, is it's actually important that you pick the right option. So, I think the top one is the right option? Yeah, okay, we filled up the heart. Yeah, maybe, at least I hope so. Alright, since we're talking, I have a bit of a confession I want to clear the air. I'm saying, no secrets between us. Do you remember when I told you that I wear my dog tags as a joke because it's funny? Well, it is funny, but that's not the whole story. When I was a lot younger, barely more than a kid, I lived in a human town in the north, and I sort of accidentally set the town on fire. It was an accident, and it wasn't even really my fault. Kind of sounds like it was your fault, but what did you do? All I did was scare a horse, then I kicked over a lantern, starting a huge fire. I was blamed for it and run out of town. That stupid horse. So I had nowhere to go, but some soldiers stopped to give me food on the side of the road. It was raining and everything. Very sad. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. They took me with them and I became an army grunt for a couple years, but let's just say I didn't quite fit the army lifestyle. Huh. I realized I had no freedom of my own and I was only made to follow orders, so guess what? I ran off. Well, that's pretty much it. I used to be a little soldier boy, marching home each day. You didn't have to keep that a secret from me. Let's be vulnerable here. Yeah, I guess I eventually figured that out. I just don't like the image it gives me. I don't want people to think of me as a soldier boy, or as a fire starter. Yeah, that's fair. I would probably try to escape those reputations as well. I only keep the dog tags as a reminder of my freedom. I haven't admitted that to a lot of people, you know. Like I said, between us I want no secrets. I don't want any secrets either. I knew you'd agree. Okay. I won't lie, I've been talking way too much and it's been exhausting. Let's call it a day, but I'll see you soon. So what I'm looking for is I want to know who are the good characters. And the other thing about this series is that I would like it to line up so that by the time I've gone through a good amount of NPCs, the new romanceable NPCs will be out. But like, I'm trying to think through like what makes a good character, right? Did we just witness a good character, as in like well developed or not? I think that one was actually arguably much better than Wordheart, because Withergate gets the extra special treatment, you all know. I think the fear of control is a real fear for a lot of people. And so if that dialogue was playing off the fear of control, it was a little bit unclear whether the fear there was fear of control or fear of people. And I guess maybe it could be both. How do I explain this? I feel like there's a little bit of disparity between those two fears in Donovan. The language that is fear of control doesn't match up with the backstory, which is fear of reputation, or fear of what others think of you. So in my opinion, Donovan's concern is with his identity. And a lot of the dialogue doesn't express that fear of identity. So I think like, I'm being really nitpicky here. Like I am just digging up anything that comes to my brain and just going hard on it. Okay, you're gonna get the full scope of how my brain works right now. Are you excited for this? I hope so. All right, this is like an in-depth review of Donovan's character at this point. I don't know what you expected from me. This is who I am. So here, this text, I don't know, it's so normal. No one wants to live a normal life. Based off of his backstory, I would expect Donovan to say, not nobody wants to live a normal life, but I don't want to be considered normal. I want to be considered something else. I would expect him to relate this to his identity. Instead, he's saying it very passively, like nobody wants to live a normal life. This line right here, I was blamed for it and run out of town, that stupid horse. I wish it was more heavy on the I was blamed for it. That's very passive, and I think his fear of how other people see him is a core part of his character, and I wish it was leaned into is to like, I don't know what I want to say. I wanted to say something like, and people hated me and I couldn't handle that, right? That's what I wanted to say. This is one of those moments where I want to kind of explore, because I think here, let's just say I didn't quite fit the army lifestyle. I think it would be, if the fear is identity, if the fear is how other people see me and how I see myself, then I think this should say something like, I wasn't who they wanted me to be, or I wanted to be seen differently, or I didn't fit their perception of what an army soldier was. I didn't fit into their perception of me, is what I'm expecting this to say. It says, I didn't fit the lifestyle. So that, to me, swings more removed from the identity issue. And so here's where I'm having problems consolidating the freedom piece with the identity piece. Is here, he says, I realized I had no freedom of my own, but here, I don't like the image it gives me. I don't want people to think of me as a soldier boy. So is the issue identity, or is the issue freedom? Or is he using freedom as a scapegoat for identity? Because I think I don't like the image it gives me is the most important line Donovan has. I think that's the most indicative of who he is. Like, to me, this is different. I wish it was more like, I realized I couldn't escape the identity they put onto me, so I ran off. Because to me, the core issue here is the identity piece. There's some language that feels like very focused on the things, not focused enough on the identity, the people processing, that kind of thing. So that's my in-depth brain speak happening. I don't know if this was what you were expecting. I love analyzing things this way, as you can tell, and so this series fits perfectly into that little addiction of mine. Alright, here we go. Ask to chill with Donovan. So this is the spicy date. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I hope the couch is to your liking. I love the show. I'm glad you're here to watch it. So there's this demon. He's a detective, but no one knows he's a detective. Everyone thinks he's just some business guy or whatever. Anyways, he has this magic watch that lets him go back in time, but it only works when he's underwater. Honestly, it's a lot to explain, but I think you'll love it. You're so cute, I guess. Hey, you'll act the same way once you see a couple episodes of this show. I like hanging out with you. Yeah, I like hanging out with you too. I feel like you can really accept me for who I am. At least, I hope you are. I know I'm not the easiest wolf to put up with all the time. I made my peace with it a long time ago, but it's still good that I found you. You're not an easy wolf to put up with, but you're my wolf. Hey, do you have something on your face? Is it a spider? While you're worrying about whatever might be on your face, Donovan quickly leans forward and steals a quick kiss. You realize there's probably nothing on your face. Just kidding, I wanted to say I love you. Okay, definitely much better than the Wernhardt spicy date, which was like, kinda lame. You and Donovan finish watching a show. It's confusing but fun, and occasionally slobbery. You decide it's best to leave before it gets too late. I'm starting to build an understanding of Donovan's character. I'm like building up the criteria of Donovan, which is like, Donovan does what Donovan wants to do, doesn't plan, is afraid of what people will think of him. I think Donovan's character does actually like work in a lot of ways. Like all of his characteristics, I think, play well together. Yeah. Okay, so here's my conclusion as of right now, is that judging by Donovan's backstory and the characteristics we know about him right now, it sounds to me like everything in his backstory works, but his day-to-day language does not line up with his backstory, in that it's not concerned enough with people. This has been so much more work than I anticipated, but I feel like this may be the dialogue I've been looking for. How long have we been together now? I'm already forgetting what it was like being without you. We've both changed a lot, I guess. I don't really know what eating healthy means, but I always feel good after eating a lot of meat. I love a big steak, okay? If it makes me feel good, then that's got to mean it's healthy, right? I don't know which of these answers is right. Frick, man. Do you miss running around without attachments? If you're asking whether or not I miss being single without you, then it's a big fat no. Sometimes I think about running off somewhere, but that's just animal instinct. When it comes down to it, I love being with you. Good, because I don't like the idea of you running around. Frick. God damn it. This isn't gonna work, is it? God damn it, this fucking game, man. I am so annoyed. Alright, well, I'll see you all again when I fix this. This better work, guys. This better work. You're finally growing up, I guess. God, I just don't know how to talk to this person. I'm not reading this. We'll try to give him this. It's probably not gonna work. And then we'll give him something he likes. Like wood. And fill that heart back up. And hope for next time. Guys, we did it. We finally did it. We finally did it. Oh my god. It's a miracle. I just gave him the ring. I figured this was coming. Well, I won't hold you in suspense. Let's do it. Let's get married. Alright. I'll have someone set up a nice little ceremony in your human town. Just show up at 4 p.m. and I'll take care of the rest. This is great. So here's the plan, is we'll marry him, and then get his fetch quest, and then just memory potion him, and this video will end with you seeing the memory potion dialogue, which I think is the most fun part, because it's the most brutal. So I hope you're all excited for that. But for now, let's await our marriage. Do you guys like the outfit I picked for wedding day? I feel like it coordinates. Everyone's assembled and waiting for you. Let's go. I think this is... I've seen this before. Right? These are not different. I'm not gonna read this. You can pause and read if you care that much. But I think all of this is the same. I do. Yeah, this is all just standard marriage stuff. We're gonna go through a lot of these, so there's no point in reading it all. But let's at least talk to Donovan. This is the happiest day of my life. Great. Let's actually take a look at this for a second. The Donovan wedding ring versus the wedding ring which I have right now, which is the Wernhardt wedding ring. So we'll put these side by side. Donovan is attack speed, movement speed, dodge chance, health and mana. Wernhardt is defense and health regen and bonus experience. So I definitely think the Donovan one is better because it has the movement speed. So literally the day after he gives us the quest, that's really good. Weird request here, babe, if you got a second. What do you need? How about picking me up some of the meat I see them selling at the general store? That's all you want? Thanks, it always tastes better when you're the one who makes it. Not that Liam is bad at it, of course. Yours is just special. I don't know how I feel about our meat being special. Alright, let's buy that special meat. Whatever special means. Buy one. And this is good because it means that we are not wasting any time. We can give him this. That's the end of the romance content as it is now, because all of the romance content basically exists before marriage, except for this fetch quest. And then we can go memory potion him, and I can move on with my life, and you can move on with your life, knowing what it was like, how painful it was to date Donovan. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Oh man, meat. So nice and fresh too. Marrying someone from Sunhaven wasn't just good for my heart, it was good for my stomach. Okay, that wasn't as good as the Wernhardt one. The Wernhardt one was nicer, but I'll take it. And I don't have enough community tokens to memory potion erase him yet, so I will farm that up. But you will just get to skip that. I spent all of my community tokens on the memory loss potion. Where is it? Right here. And yesterday was Donovan's birthday, so today we're just gonna crush his dreams. I hope you're ready. How does it feel being married? It's weird, right? This is exactly how I talk. Like, it's weird, right? Or am I blowing this out of proportion? It's definitely weird. I'm glad you think so too. At least it's weird together, right? Do you ever think you'd get married? It definitely wasn't in the plan. Then again, I didn't really have a plan either. So I guess if there was never a plan, at least it wasn't against the plan. Yeah, sure, that tracks, I think. Ha, if you can call it that. It works for me anyway. I've made some of my best decisions using flawed logic, like marrying you. I just want us to be clear here. Marrying me is apparently flawed logic. What? You're right, marrying me makes no sense, which is why I'm about to erase your fucking mind. What's that? It looks pretty good. I'll give it a try right now. Donovan drinks the potion and forgets everything about your marriage. Yuck, why did you share such a gross drink with me? Whoa, check it out, I have a ring on my finger. That's funny, I don't remember finding a ring anywhere. I'm excited to start anew. Okay. You know, that wasn't so bad. I expected us to get guilt-tripped a little bit for using that, but we didn't. So, yeah, I guess that is the whole Donovan romance. At your service. I hope you enjoyed. And next, we have a very exciting romance, which I don't know that anyone's going to predict this one is next, so take a guess right now as to what it's going to be, and I will tell you in a second. It is going to be Zyla. Zyla's next. Why? Because I'm excited about it. I chose it arbitrarily. That's how my flawed logic works. So that's who we're doing next. But for now, thank you so much for being here and for watching and for experiencing this fun little romance together with me. Have a great rest of your morning, day, evening. Bye, everyone.